This is a Premium Plus galley configuration. When you select Premium Plus in the audit, these are the questions going to run you through. Countertop material matches what's on the Traveler, stainless steel or white solid surface. Look at the Traveler, find out what it says. Right here, this one says stainless steel. What do I have? Boom, stainless steel. If it's wrong, fail it. Next question. If the countertop is not stainless, the cutting board is present. Cutting board would sit inside of the sink. It's a little black panel. It's got a little cute little bean engraved on it. Solid surface backsplash is present. That's the backsplash right here. You got 3 parts. You got one on each side, one against the back. Make sure the backsplash is there. Top of the backsplash is level around the perimeter of the countertop. We've had issues with that corner right there where it's not even. So you want to make sure that on both sides it is level. This is actually pretty good. In the past, they've been noticeably uneven. No visible silicone is left on the backsplash. There is silicone that comes out around the back, around here. So just make sure that it is clean. Just kind of follow along the edges. Make sure there's no silicone sticking out. Countertop and backsplash being an acceptable level of quality. Make sure the countertop is free of scratches. Make sure that the backsplash is free of scratches or dents. I have seen them. If you see these black markings, make sure that they do come off and that they're not scratches. See, like this right here, I think it might be a scratch. I would get some cleaner and try to see if you can get it off. No gaps between countertop and backsplash. That's talking about this right here. Just make sure that line is consistent. Usually you can fit about a fingernail in there. If you can get any more than that, I'd say that it's probably a little bit, it's probably good to get that reviewed. Silicone around countertop has been cleanly applied. There is silicone right here behind the back of this backsplash, so just make sure that it is cleanly applied and you don't see that sticking out from behind the backsplash. Sink is mounted on the left. This is for a Premium Plus. Sink is mounted on the left. Sink strainer is present. Please make sure that you got the sink strainer. It's right there. 18-gallon water tank is secure. To see if you got the 18-gallon water tank, come around the side, get down. 18-gallon water tank is right there. What I do is I grab that skid plate, give it a little push, kind of tug on this. Sometimes from this side, I'll kind of reach under here. I can feel the skid plate and just give it a little push, wiggle it around, make sure it doesn't just fall on me. Under-mounted water lines are secured to the frame, and under water-mounted lines do not sag. These are the under-mounted water lines. They are secured. They do sag just a little bit because you need that drain to sag a little bit. And then you do want to make sure that they have butyl tape on the inside, right there where they're coming up through the floor. That's the only one coming up. Let's see, the next question is, water filter is easily accessible. The water filter is this little guy, that blue guy right there. If you can get it and put your fingers around it where you'd be able to turn it and twist it, then that's accessible enough. All hoses and fittings have clamps. So check out all the water lines wherever they have junctions with something else or wherever they're meeting, should have clamps. Stove slides smoothly. So back this guy out. Pretty smooth. Put it back in. Make sure it's pretty smooth. Stove sits flat, so you should open this up. Pop this guy open. See that? That does not sit flat. Okay, this is a defective stove. You would need to make sure that you report that. Stove hardware is secure. Stove lock pin and hardware is secure. Stove lock pin opens smoothly. So this is the lock pin. You got one right here. You got one right there. You want to make sure that this hardware is secure. We've had times where these little guys just pop right off. Give them a little wiggle. Make sure they're secure. The stove lock pin should also open smoothly, so this guy should not be very difficult to pop out. Both cotter pins are present on the side-mounted propane straps. Side-mounted propane tank can easily be removed and put back on. Just come over here, pop out these cotter pins. For both these questions, I just completely remove the propane tank, place it back, stick these on. What happens is the guys will put the cotter pins in and they'll come over here and they'll tighten it and they'll just leave it like that. and then it makes it like inaccessible for you to easily remove it. They don't actually test it to see if it's easy to take on and off. Gas line for stove is included. The gas line for the stove is inside of here. If you pop it open, you'd be able to see it. There it is. Cooler drawer, lock pin, and hardware is secure. So this is the lock pin and the hardware, that stuff is secure. Cooler drawer lock pin opens smoothly. So can you raise it easily? Yes, I can. And it should slide in and out smoothly also, right? So there we go. And then lastly, it'll ask you to take a picture of that configuration to make sure that it is what's called out.